On this week's episode of American Airgunner, we're traveling to Las Vegas for the 2014 SHOT Show. All right, so we are here in Las Vegas for the 2014 SHOT Show. We're gonna go upstairs and talk to everybody we can that we know and love in the airgun world and find out what's hot for 2014. Let's go. Okay, so I'm now here with Jay Robert, and we're here with Plano. Now, you probably know them from the cases. You carry all your guns in, you store them, but they have a new line of backpacks, and it's through Tanzine, correct?
That's right.
Tell me a little bit about these backpacks, because I'm looking at this thing on you, and this is like the greatest backpack in the world of backpacks.
Yeah, so this is a turkey pack.
Okay.
So there's lots of good turkey vests out there, but there's never been a turkey pack quite like this. So we wanted to build something that allowed you to get out there in the woods and not be looking for a tree or a bush or something to get into.
Yeah.
So you can hunker down in the taller grass or whatever, and that's what we've done here with this turkey pack. The way this works is I'm headed out and I all of a sudden, you know, I hear the gobble or whatever, and now I know I want to be in this area and I don't want to try. Here's the spot. So what I can do is I can deploy my legs. So I can take my legs and I can deploy both legs like this.
Okay.
I can pull my seat down, it's held up with a magnet, and in 2 seconds I'm in this position. And if I gotta get up and move, I can grab my legs, I can bring them in. Everything after you
back in.
Yeah, after you do everything for a while, you figure out where everything's at and you're on the move.
Miss Shelley, how you doing today?
Just fine. How are you doing?
Now, I'm doing great. So I'm looking, obviously you have these safes everywhere, and they're all part of the Stack On is the company,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
But take me through some of these safes and what they're good for and why people out there should have them.
Okay. Well, we're introducing several new safes at the SHOT Show this year.
Okay.
This is our new Woodland safe.
Okay.
It's a fire-rated safe. It's a family. Yeah,
It's huge.
This one holds 60 guns.
60.
60 guns. Touch it, lights up, so you can see it at night. And it includes the Real Tree Extra Camo Interior. This is a new brand for us, Sovereign Safes.
Okay.
The other big thing about this safe is it is waterproof and up to 2 feet of water. So really up to the hub in the front where the spindle is, it's waterproof.
Really?
Life can be loud, but sometimes silence is golden. Introducing the Umarex Fusion Air Rifle with a combination of CO2 power, the Silence Air 5 chamber noise dampener, and a precision rifled barrel. The Fusion is a bona fide tack driver that's the quietest air rifle you'll ever own. Experience silence with the Umarex Fusion at umarexusa.com/Fusion TV.
So now this guy makes these YouTube videos and does these shots with pellet guns that are insane. For people out there that have never seen your videos, tell them a little bit about like what you do.
I take a high-powered, very accurate pellet rifle. I put a good quality piece of glass on top, and then I aim a camera down the scope so that the viewer, can actually see from the eye perspective of the shooter the pellet as it travels through the air. Because of course this isn't not laser guns. It's not Call of Duty.
Yeah.
There's actually a trajectory to these things.
You're like 2 feet left and 4 feet high from a bird, and but then you end up hitting the bird.
It absolutely takes, the first time you do it, it takes a leap of faith. It takes that practice and repetition in order to gain that confidence to pull the trigger when your crosshairs are nowhere near your target.
Richard, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, Rossi.
So SHOT Show Vegas, day 2, how you feeling? What's going on here at the Umarex booth?
You know, I always enjoy it so much, SHOT Show. You get to see all the customers, you get to see what they like in the market, and the biggest deal for us in this whole deal is new products. Sort of our key product, one of the most exciting stuff for us this year is the new Umarex fuel. Let me go through a little bit about what the fuel offers. Number one, we're 177 caliber. It is powered by the reaxis gas piston, so you know that's the reverse axis nitrogen-filled gas piston. It comes with the Silencer 5-chamber silencing system, but one of the coolest features about this is we have created a integrated bipod. By integrated, this isn't an add-on. It actually folds up into the stock and folds out.
And that is
absolutely
it's tactical looking. We're here at the Blue Book of Gun Values with Steve and Adam. Guys, how we doing today?
Doing well.
So 2014 SHOT Show, chaos everywhere. What's happening with you guys?
The good news is that this year I think air guns are a little bit more showcase. The technology is there, the regulation isn't. Anybody can do just about anything with an air gun. Everything you see in the SHOT Show right now will be in the new book coming up in April.
So that's it. Once that book comes out, every gun in the world, I can find out how much it costs.
That's for air guns. This is for
This
guns.
is for air. This is just air guns.
You got it. Yep.
Not everybody, including you, wants to carry 10 pounds of books.
So this is the online subscription. So basically what you've got in the books, you've got online. It's not only searchable, we update it every month instead of every year.
Show me how it works.
Well, I've got a Walther G22 here keyed up.
Okay.
I'm just going to search for it right now. There it is.
Boom. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, and you've even got it if it's 100%, if it's in good shape, all the way down to if someone's beat it up or like you gave
Like
it to your
you.
kid.
You probably beat yours up a
My
little
guns
bit.
are like at best. Guys, I appreciate the time. Thanks for the
Welcome.
support of the show.
Welcome.
We
Thank
love
you.
you guys being a part of it.
Like when I go to hand you the gun.
Yeah.
you
Hey.
Oh. You know. 'Cause sometimes they like to get away from me. I gotta know how to catch them. You know.
All right, guys, when we come back, we'll be sitting down at the round table. This week, we're talking about making the switch from firearms to air guns. We'll be back. All right, it's time for our American Airgunner Trivia, brought to you this year by our friends at Blue Book Publications.
A legend in innovation and tradition. These classical and modern masterpieces have sent pellets downrange for over 3 decades. German engineered to last a lifetime. Quality, power, precision. RWS, the world's finest air rifles.
Hey guys, welcome back to the round table. We're sitting here with my guys, Rick Usler, Jim Chapman, Tom Gaylord, talking about the switch. Why people should make that switch from firearms to air guns. What do you guys think? First thing, why should someone make a switch from a firearm to an air gun?
Well, last time I went to find ammunition for my Ruger 1022, that was a real motivator.
Enough said.
I've been to probably 30 stores looking for 22 rimfire ammunition.
I haven't seen it in Lake Havasu in 2 years.
And 22 pellets?
They're available everywhere. Mountains of them.
It cost about how much?
anywhere from $6 to $20, depending on what you buy.
There you go, and you get about 500 rounds, right?
Depending on the caliber, from 250 to 500 rounds.
Yeah. Not only you can find the ammunition, you can go shoot all day long for a fraction of the cost of going out and shooting a rimfire.
And in a lot more places.
I was going to say, shoot all day long at a lot more shooting. I mean, you can't go down into your basement with a 22 rimfire. Most of us can.
If you're a shooter and you like guns, you like to shoot. I don't care if it's a Nerf gun your kid has. I mean, I see my buddies playing with those more than I see the kids playing with them.
It's not instead of, it's Along with, yeah. Well, I still shoot firearms all the time.
Me too.
Sure.
But I shoot air guns probably 10 times as much.
Okay.
Because of the convenience of it. It's a lot cheaper, the convenience, and it's...
Well, I have a 20-yard range set up in my basement now. I don't shoot through the bedroom down the hallway anymore, but downstairs. And before I'm going on a hunt, I'll start practicing. I'll come home from my office, I'll go downstairs, I'll shoot offhand, I'll shoot off sticks for a half hour, and I'll do that every day leading up to the hunt. I could never get away to go to the range otherwise.
Okay, so let's talk about the guys who are like, say, well, but I'm a hunter. I like to go out and do that, or I have pests, or I like to, like the power of the gun. Why should they make it?
He's a hunter. Right. He hunts with air guns. Yeah. It's more of a challenge.
Yeah, I mean, there are two reasons. You either do it for the challenge, which is, I think, the reason a lot of people go into bow hunting. But the other reason is that you can hunt in places you can't use a firearm. I mean, I take these out. I live right on the outskirts of town, and I can go outside of town where it's legal to hunt, legal to have to shoot, but still there are enough people that if you make noise, you're out there shooting, they'll complain.
Sure.
And if they complain, they'll tell you not to shoot there. So I go out in these areas and I hunt, squirrel hunt, for instance, with an air gun. Nobody knows I'm out there. Everything's legal, but nobody knows I'm there. It's stealth hunting.
What would you say to a guy sitting there? He's got a locker full of guns, and he's looking at this, going, I don't know, I'm skeptical. Give me the sales pitch. Why invite that person over to say, hey, give air guns a try, maybe? And where would you start them out with?
I like the Air Venturi Bronco as my starter rifle. 177, not hard to cock, real accurate, inexpensive, $130 retail. Wow. And a great gun to start a guy out.
It's usually a break barrel of some sort is a good way to start.
And a lower powered one.
A lower powered,
just to build that confidence up in the technology.
But I don't try to move people away from firearms when I'm showing them. I don't say, give up your firearms. Right. I say, this is something that is another tool that you can use. Give it a try. And actually almost everybody that comes over and shoots my air guns, I invite my friends over that hunt with firearms. Once they shoot them, they say, well, where do I get one of these?
Yeah, me, it's the Hammerly 850. Is the one that the firearms guys really take to because it's got the bolt action CO2. Multi-shot. It's so smooth. That's the gun they sort of gravitate to, and I've had many say, all right, where do I buy it?
And the powder burners like accuracy just like we do, and when they find out how accurate an air gun, they start to shoot these tight groups at 50 yards that they probably couldn't get with most of their 22 rimfires. Right. It makes believers out of them. I was talking to Steve Kreiner about this. His television show gets out to a lot of conventional or mainstream hunters, and the magazine I write for, Predator Extreme, is the same thing. It goes out to conventional hunters. They don't realize what the guns can do. The only experience they've had with air guns is what they shot when they were a kid. A BB gun or maybe a break barrel or a pump-up pneumatic gun. And when they start to see what they're capable of, it's a compelling reason for them to add it to. It's another arrow in the quiver. Add it, not replace.
What can I not do with an air gun?
Probably can't make a cup of coffee.
Self-defense. Yeah. Self-defense.
So self-defense, that's a good. I mean, that's not something you want. That's something you want to steer clear of. If you're self-defense, you want to have something that's proper to protect your family. Yeah. Jim Chapman has been to Africa and has taken. What have you taken with your gun?
Kudu. I've taken some big animals, 480-pound kudu bulls.
All right, so let's talk about distance. What's some of the longest distances we've taken animals with, or just hit a target at?
Well, I've gone out to about 140 yards, but that was early on. As I started shooting more, I started moving in closer and closer. But there was a competition. Tom and I were both at a couple years back called Lasso, which is a long-range shooting.
There was a guy that had a 257 Haley custom rifle. He hit every target at 300 yards.
Every single time.
Every single time.
So, I mean, it sounds like there's pretty much you can do anything you want to get done in the shooting world, you can do with air guns. They're also, you can shoot them more often, you can shoot them in more places, they're a lot less expensive, and you can shoot all day for a cheaper price.
Right.
Yep.
So there you go. So the question becomes, why wouldn't a rimfire guy or a firearms guy move over and get into the airgun world?
Exactly.
At least to supplement his shooting.
There you go, guys. Check it out. There's more information on our website, AmericanAirgunner.com. That's all the time we've got today for the roundtable. Guys, appreciate it. Well done.
Hey.
I'm sold.
Yep.
Well,
I love air
What
guns.
we got to do is get you out there shooting.
Next week on American Airgunner, we'll be sitting down at the round table to discuss hunting with air guns. I'm back in Grizzlytown up against the Northside High School shooting team in this week's Rossi Versus. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.